the season quickly before we get on to the Super Cup and everything else. What's your prediction for Tottenham this season? Or you know what? Forget about your prediction for Tottenham. What's your top four?
Tough, man. I feel like it's hard to say whilst this game, like, whilst this season, whilst this transfer window, sorry, is still playing out. Like I said, Eze and Rodrigo could change this whole thing, but right now, it'd just be Chelsea fourth, Arsenal third, Liverpool second, City first. That's me right now. But obviously that's still yet to change, isn't it? Let's see
fourth.
No, City first, Chelsea fourth. I got City winning the league.
Who's second again?
Liverpool.
I heard that opposite. I heard the opposite. I thought you said
Chelsea.
Yeah, no. I was like, what the hell?
Oh, no, it's because I said it the other way around. I said Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, City.
You know, I have Man United finishing above you this season.
Right now, I have Man United above us. But if we make these two signings, I know you won't feel the same way either. You're not going to have Man United above us with Eze and Savinho.
I think Man United have a better, what do you call
it? With Eze and Savinho, you think
at this moment in time, they look better. But if you go get Eze and Savinho, obviously, it will make a big difference.
Facts.
Right? It will make a massive difference. Plus, your squad is going to be a little bit more ready for the Champions League to be competing in all fronts. I don't know if Newcastle are in trouble. Newcastle, Villa, Forest. Forest actually seems a lot better out of those guys. So we'll see where Manchester United and yourself finish. Because guess what? Because you don't have Europa League, you only can get Champions League through the league now. So do you see yourself getting Champions League football through the league?
Yeah, we can. We definitely can. We finish in the top 5, innit? Finish in the top 5. That's why we got to be ambitious in the window and go get players like what we're looking at to go get that done. If we go get Eze, we go get you go get Eze and go get Savinho, then I don't think top 5 would be too much of an issue.
You know me, I have Arsenal winning the league. I have Man City finishing 4th at this moment in time. I have Chelsea finishing second and Liverpool finishing 3rd.
That's crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Man City are far better than Chelsea, and they will be. But
Man City are far better than Chelsea.
Yeah, Man City is the best team.
At this moment in time,
the best manager in the
Man City.
No, that's just people going off of like the back end of last season. That is crazy to think.
I'm not judging it based on preseason only. I'm judging it off the Club World Cup. I'm also judging it based off of City right now. Their midfield, their attack, and their defense.
Midfield's fine. Wait. Who do they need in midfield? Who's they need in their attack?
I don't think
a better attack than you and a better midfield than you.
I don't think Reinders and Rodri works as well as everyone thinks. Reinders not that good defensively.
Reinders, Rodri, Nico Gonzalez. You got Bernardo Silva. You got
Nico Gonzalez could be sent out on loan. Bernardo Silva has no legs.
Nico Gonzalez has got nowhere. They have to sign another midfielder.
Gundogan has no legs either. Kovacic is already injured. Rodri is already injured.
Rodri's back in a month. It's fine. So Reinders is cold. Like you're under Reinders is. I want to say, but I rate Zubimendi in it, so I won't say he's better than Zubimendi, but he's cold. Trust me, you need to watch out for Reinders. Reinders is cold. Rodri's injured, yes, but Rodri's back in a month or so. There's only been a setback.
Who has a better midfield, City or Chelsea?
I'd still say City for me. Once Rodri's in there, once Rodri in there, he's better. They have a better midfield.
Chelsea have a better midfield than City.
Not when Rodri's in there. Rodri, Reinders, and who they want to play in the 10. I think they're going to do Marmoush in the 10. You put Marmoush. If you want to go to the defense, yeah, they have defensive issues, but let's not lie. They've been playing Rico Lewis at right back for years, and it's worked, and they've been winning.
It's not necessarily.
It has worked.
Also, if they go get Rodrigo, the funny thing about City is they will then have Rodrigo who plays on the left. They have Marmoush who plays on the left, and they have
Marmoush will play in the 10. Marmoush will play in the 10. Marmoush and Foden are going to rotate the 10, plus Cherki. And Cherki can play in the 10 all the right. You're mad to think that like they're going to have an issue. Just like Real Madrid, these are good problems. Rodrigo wouldn't go there to bench. He would start, but they don't need Rodrigo. Because again, you'll forget.
Rodrigo's going to leave Real Madrid, where he was playing on the right, to go to City to play on the right.
To play on the left.
For who? Marmoush is there.
Bro, Marmoush will play in the 10. Marmoush he's not a left winger. You do know that. Marmoush is a striker / behind the striker. So he doesn't even want to play left wing. He's been forced to play left wing whilst they didn't have a proper left winger. Doku's a right winger that's been put on the left wing. They should put Doku back on the right.
Doku's a left winger.
Doku's a right winger that got put on the left wing. He never played left wing until Pep put him on. Until Pep put him there. You do know that he's a right winger, and this is what people get confused because you see Man City and Pep do certain things. They think, bro, he's not an inverted winger. He's a right winger. You look at his days before he joined Man City. He was a right winger, bro.
Are you sure?
He's a right winger that got put on the left, and that's why you see him invert and do these things, and he doesn't look as good. He's definitely a left winger, a right winger. Marmoush is a 10.
He's played the last 2 seasons at City as a left winger, though, right?
At City, but he's not that. He can easily play on the right hand, just like we saw with Savio. So go look at Savio. Never played a game at left wing prior to going to City. Right wing prior to going to City. He goes City and he plays a whole season at right wing. Is that not a Pep issue or is that a player issue?
That's Pep.
That's what I'm saying. But obviously, I don't want to go too far off course. My whole point in saying Man City do have a problem at the back, but I feel like because their attack's so good, the problem at the back will fix itself throughout the season, and Pep will do Pep things, isn't it?
But you know, Pep, he's like Arteta. He likes to have right-footed players on the left wing.
Yeah.
He likes to have left-footed players on the right wing. You know what I mean? So that's just how he is most of the time. But hey, let's go on to the. You said my prediction was weird, right? You don't rate Arsenal, or you just don't rate the fact that I have Liverpool and City lower?
Oh, definitely not having. I think City at 4th was crazy.
I can't believe you think City have the best team going into the season. I think City right now have the most problems going into the season.
They don't, though. The only problem is
out of
at
the
the back.
top 4 from last season, I think City have the most concerns over the fact of their fitness of their midfield, how their midfield is going to get together. They don't know their best attack right now. I don't think they know their best attack. Also, we don't know how some of their new signings are going to play together. Defensively, they still can't rely on their defenders to stay fit. They don't have an out-and-out right back, and how they're transitioning from a team that played in center backs in both fullback positions and super defensive to now a team that's becoming more attacking. They just don't seem to have the defensive solidity.
Yeah, look, I think the defensive solidarity is a problem for them. But again, you've got Guardiola, you've got Stones, you've got Diaz, you've got they've got good players there. That I think Pep just needs to adjust the system slightly. He needs to adjust the system. That's all it is for me. It's just a few adjustments. I trust Pep, and my point in putting Man City first because they have the best manager of all time. That's all it is for me.
No, but everybody in the league has something. Arsenal have the best defense.
But they don't. No. They don't have the best manager. That's the point. They
no. Hear me out though. They have the best manager. They finished 4th last season. Chelsea have the best midfield. They finished. Chelsea have the best midfield. They finished in top 4 last season. Arsenal have the best defense. They finished 2nd. Liverpool had the best attack last season. They finished 1st. So at this moment in time, I don't think having the best manager alone gets you everything. Because guess what? They had the best manager last season. He couldn't find problems. He couldn't solve problems with the injuries. A lot of people don't rate Arteta. He had a lot of more problem solving to deal with last season than Pep, and he dealt with it. Pep is a great manager, but he has not been able to deal with the issues that City had last season with all the injuries they had. He was not able to deal with it. At the end of the day, he finally got them back into top 4 race and got them a consistent spot at the end of the season. But I don't think there's any guarantee to say that this team has transitioned well away from the team that won the league 2 years ago.
They've transitioned, but I see an evolution in it. This attack, Turkey, and all these players, it's different, bro. It's different.
I have to see it to believe it. I don't
know,
but
you downrate because of last season when they had a bad year, no Rodri, morale down. You could also question, their ambition because they've already won so much. The players maybe lost a bit of their ambition for that. But let's be honest, bro. This season, new hunger, new set, and they signed a lot of new players. I'm just seeing Turkey feeding. This Turkey for me is going to be one of the best creators in the league. Yeah, I rate Turkey highly. I rate Rodri highly. I rate Reinders. So I'm seeing that combination in the midfield and attack. And I think you can't stop. Haaland's going to be the top goal scorer again. Haaland's going to be the top goal scorer. You can't stop Haaland from scoring 25 goals. Now that he actually has proper And wait. Now that it's not like I rate Savio highly, but now you don't have kids like Savio and Doku on your wings. You've got Marmoush and Cherki, or whichever combination you want to go. It's different. It's different.
I just think Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal are all better than City going into the season in key areas. But fair. I think Liverpool have a better defense than City, and they have just as good as an attack. I think Chelsea might not be as good as defending as Arsenal, or they might not have as good as a defense as Arsenal or Liverpool. But I think they have a solid attack, and I think they have a better midfield construction at this moment in time. And their squad, they have a lot more options in the defensive end than City do right now. I question what City are going to do with their right back situation. I question what City are going to do overall. But hey, it's not about City. Let's get on to the Super Cup. How are you feeling about the Super Cup? I think PSG are going to wipe the floor with you guys after what happened to them versus Chelsea. But hey, you guys maybe can prove the doubters wrong. Let's see. I think you're going to lose though. That's just me. I don't think there's a chance, but you're going to have to be defensive.
We're gonna have to be defensive, and Thomas Frank's no stranger to being defensive. And you saw against the game against you guys, we got defensive. You guys didn't score a goal, so defensively we look a lot better. I'll be honest. Obviously, I have a lot of reservations about this game because we didn't sign a creator before this game, and going into it, we don't have a number 10. So I think it's going to be a very tough game for us to break down PSG, and they're going to dominate the game. Like I can imagine this being 70% PSG possession. Us catching them on the transition every now and then. We just need to do what Chelsea done. Focus on playing the ball down the wide channels, long and direct. Get our players to get in those 1v1s in those wider areas. Play Odebert on the left, play Kudus on the right, and you got players that can run at their man. And we could potentially take advantage of them. We can catch them in transition, get a few goals, play defensive, and that's how I see it playing out. Now, I think that the game will probably go to penalties. If Spurs are to win, and it'll probably be like a 1-1 draw. It goes straight into penalties after full time, so we could take advantage and go win off that. I'm all for a scummy winner, girl. I don't mind. Take me a win on penalties. It's the trophy, biggest trophy in Europe. I'm here for it, bro. I'm here for it.
Fairs. Overall score prediction?
Let me go. Spurs gonna win, but no, I'll go 1-1. I think it's gonna go to penalties. I generally think it's gonna win. We're gonna win overall, but I think it goes to penalties. I think we're gonna. I don't see us scoring more than 2 goals. That's the thing. I see 2-1 would be lucky, but we won't score more than 2.
But I think in order to beat them, you have to sucker punch them early and hold on to it.
Yeah. That's what I think as well, and that's what I'm saying 1-1 because I think we can get the 1-0, but then they're gonna be peltering us, and they'll get a 1-1. And then we're just gonna somehow see out the game. One of them ones.
But are you confident, or are you just like you're willing your team to win it?
I'm wait.
Because I'll be honest, I wasn't that confident going into the first leg versus Real Madrid, but I knew my team could do something. Are you that confident, or are you saying like
yeah? That's how I feel like. I feel like I know my team can do something. You know, I don't necessarily think that we're better than PSG or we can beat PSG in a game because PSG are way ahead of us right now. But I've got confidence in my team and got confidence in my manager that we can do this business, man.
All right. And finally, do you think you will have as much trouble this season as you did last season overall with managing Champions League and league? Because I know you have better team, but it is different.
I think it's gonna be. I think we'll be better. I think Frank is gonna use the team a lot more. We'll have a better depth, so we'll be able to use more of these depth options. Plus the injury. We can't knock out like the injury issue was a massive problem as to why we couldn't manage our squad because we had 2 players. We had the same team playing Thursday, then the same team playing Sunday for a few months.
But you're gonna have that now.
Yeah, no, because we got depth. Again, the injury made us play the exact same team is what I'm saying, Egal, rather than having swaps. We only had like when you guys had 5 injuries, that we were having 7 or 8 players out at a time. We were forced to use the same squad of players every time.
Arsenal had more injuries than you last season.
Overall, across the whole season, you did. But at the point that we got our injuries, nobody had an injury crisis worse than us at that point. Between December and February, we was down to like 15 players in our whole squad. We had to have all youngsters. There was one game in the Europa League where all of our substitutions were academy kids making their debuts.
Yeah.
That is nuts. We did have one game where there's a bunch of kids, but it's not as bad.
You guys had a really bad one. The difference was
we had one game where we had four defenders and one attacker as our options off the bench.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like you guys, I can't sit here and deny you. Your injury, you had injuries bad last year, but yours always tend to come later on in the season. Like I know Saka and Odegaard had their times out at the start, but most of them came like February, March when you're going into the batteries.
Moreno and Odegaard missed the beginning. The middle was like the defenders like Ben White, Calafiori. They jumped in and out of the team. Gabriel Magalhaes, Saka, Gabriel Magalhaes, and what do you call it? Martinelli and Havertz and Jesus all were injured a big portion of the second half of the season, and it was like, yeah, it was a mad thing. But hey, I'm not complaining anymore. New season. Hopefully, we go into this season going well. Tottenham, you guys look like you're going to be serious now, and it took a while for you to get your transfer window going, but now that it's going, it looks like you're going to have a good window. Let's see if you end up getting Savio. So before we go, final prediction: do you think you get Savio and Eze over the line, or do you think you get one of them?
Savio and Eze is going to be done. Just wait for it. It's not an if, it's just when. Don't worry. Wait for that one, Spurs fans. Double bomber coming, and the money sleeve is going to be dropped. Don't worry about that.
There you go. And guys, go check out Durag Diaries. Go check out Jords' channel in the description. We're out of here, people. I'm going to send you over to Big Six bands right now. So tell Mons Arsenal's going to win the Premier League, and we're out of here, people. Catch you guys in the next one. Love for the love. Actually, just say Egal Raid. I'm out of here, people. Peace.